All right, all right, all right. We got a note taker in the house, in the stadium, I should say. Hello, VECG note taker. Round of applause for the note taker. I love it. So funny. All right, let's see what's up. Hello, VECG note taker. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to see who else is going to join us today. All right, all right, all right. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm
What's going
all
on? How you
the
doing?
man, the myth, the legend. Oh my goodness, here he is. You're so famous now. You're so famous. Can I have your autograph?
I'm nowhere near famous, man. Nowhere near. Not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna
Not
get it.
yet. You
Not yet.
kidding
Not
me?
yet.
Snap.
Not yet.
That webinar went really well. There was a great amount of energy in the chat, and I should have played your 1 minute song instead of the 2 minute song at the end.
Whatever. I have an intro. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
I have
I
an
know.
intro.
I clicked
I
on the
have an
wrong
intro.
one. I just clicked on the wrong one. I just clicked on the
Not a
wrong.
big deal. Hey, listen, that's what they heard in the beginning, so it's consistent. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it was a bookend. Yeah, you got
It's fine. It's not a big deal either way. I don't. Those things I don't worry about. All I worry about is the result that people got impacted, value with that. That's all that cares. That's all that matters.
it. I love it. All right. Let me send out this link to a few more people. Hold on. Uh,
No, bro.
I'm
I do have,
still,
do have to
I'm,
hop off by 12. If it's not, yeah, if it's not done by 12, I have to hop off at 12. I have a class at 12. So just let me know.
okay. Yeah. I was only planning on doing like 45 minutes anyway. So, um,
Okay, cool. All right, that works.
yeah. So we good. We good. Trying to get my salespeople in the room. But if not, we're recording it. They can catch the replay. I know some of my salespeople are still working full-time jobs, so they're probably not even available. So it is what it is. And I at least have you to talk to, so I'm not like talking to only the note taker. Because I love how Gene is
Right.
not able to
That's
be
cool.
here, but he at least sent his note taker in here, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I think he might have it if it might be just automatic. It might be automated. Mine is automated too. I do it all the time.
Okay.
I'm a real estate agent too. My broker gets mad at me because I send the agent my AI agent my AI note taker. I mean, and I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? I mean, misdemeanor, or you want me to get the information? And he like rejects my stuff, so I stopped going. Like, yeah, well, you don't understand. Busy.
I got you.
My thing is a note taker shouldn't stop what they do. You know what I mean? I never understood that philosophy.
Yeah, I got you. Uh, two, two. All right. All right. So there's Gene. Let me hit up Anthony. All right. There he is. That was quick. Now it's a party. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, Governor.
Hey, hello, everyone.
Hey,
Hey. I feel like it's been about 2,000 years since I've seen you last.
I know, right?
I know. Like Jesus was here, you know? All right. All right. So I put out a feeler to see if Anthony at least can join us to get all the guys in the house. And let me see if I can get anybody else here. Just a minute. So, Gene, have you met? I don't think you've met Brendan yet.
no, yeah. Hi, Jane. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Brandon?
Living the dream. That's what it's all about.
I got you.
Why don't you guys introduce what you guys do? Go ahead and network for a little bit.
Okay. You can go first, Brandon.
Sure, no problem. I'm a leadership coach. I'm in New York. But my coach from anywhere. My niche is mid-level professionals that are stuck and need to move up to executive. That's my niche, but I pretty much coach anybody. If you're willing to pay, I coach you. That's just how
I
it
got
goes.
you.
But you have to have a niche somewhere. So I guess I figured I'd have a niche there.
Okay.
What?
My business is basically educating veterans on how to get their VA disability. I outreach to all veterans, and I have a proprietary system that helps analyze their medical records and show the strength of their current claims, and then I educate them through the process of how to do it because it's so confusing, and people get so frustrated with the free systems that are out there, like VSOs and stuff like that, and get denied and don't know why they get denied. With my system, I show them what they're doing, what they're submitting, and if they do get denied, they know how to argue their case to have a reverse or whatever like that. So yeah, that's what I do right now. Just started. I've been doing it for years, but I just actually started the business in December. Made it official, and so with Alan's help, I'm trying to get my business out there so people can know that I'm here and how different I am from others.
That's great. We're about the same time. I started my business in January, so we're
Mm.
along the same time frame.
Right.
Awesome. Good job, guys. All right. So I ain't gonna hang around and wait for people to show up because we got a lot to cover. And I want to respect and honor your guys' time who have prioritized coming to this meeting. So today we're going to be talking about the perfect webinar, and I'll be doing a little bit of a recap. This is Russell Brunson training, and for anybody in the replays, I know you guys know this, but I'm recording this. So for all the replays, if you're not familiar, can you guys hear me okay? I was having tech issues in my last Zoom. Is it okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Good. Okay, cool. All right. So for anyone who has not been Russell Brunsonized yet, as I affectionately like to refer to it as, this is a very um, contrarian way of selling that has a proven track record of over 3,000 people who have become millionaires with this product, with this training. And Mr. Russell Brunson himself is a billionaire. So he made over $100 million within less than 2 years. That's a pretty awesome track record. Some people you may recognize as some of his most famous students are Alex Hermosi and Eileen Wilder, Nehemiah Davis. Mr. Michael Tucker is a Russell Brunsonite. He's got a not only a Two Comma Club award, but he's got the Two Comma Club X award, which means over $10 million in sales. So, and anyway, so those are just some of the amazing people who prove that the teachings in this accountability group are more than worth showing up every week for. Okay. So the goal of this group is to train you on how to sell one to many. You're the one, the many is the people on the other side of the Zoom room. So my goal is currently my Zoom is capable of handling up to 300 people. So any of you guys in this classroom right now, whenever you do your webinars, I would be more than honored to be the MC. You don't have to trust me. It's expensive to have a 300 room Zoom. It costs a lot. Okay. Save that money. Use my Zoom room. Use my waiting room. I can personalize it to your event. Okay. And then use my staff. So I have support staff that are in the room that can drop your links. And like I was support staff for Brendan last night. Did you like that email I sent you, brother?
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
So what we do in our team is we capture all the data. Like for Brendan, I just did his webinar last night. I was his MC. I also sent him every single one of the 31 people who attended, all their names. I even did screenshot of what their faces look like in the participation side, the participants, dealio. You get some great data. And it was his Zoom room. So if it was my Zoom room, I would also send the chat because the chat is so important. When they're asking questions, you have to pay attention to that. This is one of the big things that Brunson teaches, is that any questions that are in the chat are showing that you have a gap in your perfect webinar. Because if your perfect webinar is, if you follow the teaching that I'm going to be doing, you should basically obliterate. Is that even a word? I just made it up. Obliterate any kind of need for them to ask a question, because what's different about Russell Brunson's approach is he will, he calls it a big domino. He will attack all of those objections before he asks for any money. And he does it geniusly by the way he's informing people in the middle of the webinar. So when you're talking, there's a certain, everything is 100% choreographed for the perfect webinar. There's no ad libbing. Every slideshow, every word said is all driven and has purpose, selling to the subconscious level of people's minds in order to break down their wrong beliefs, rebuild them up with how the truth is on how your company is able to meet their needs better than they realize long before you ever even ask for any money. So by the time you get to the end, the final session, when you're building your offer stack is being presented, they have no reason to not buy from you. Absolutely no reason. As a matter of fact, they will run to buy from you. So when you do this training right, you can be just like Russell Brunson. And when he does his offer stacks, listen, guys, he's the world record owner of the most money sold in 90 minutes. So in 90 minutes, he was at the Grant Cardone um, 10X conference in Las Vegas. In 90 minutes, he spoke to 9,000 people and he sold 1,079 of them. One out of every nine people ran to the back of the room to throw $2,000 at Russell Brunson. He made over $3.2 million in 90 minutes. Can you imagine? Imagine with me, you're in a Zoom room and you're on live overflow broadcast on YouTube, on Nobility Television, which is going to be even bigger than YouTube. And so, and you have the same numbers, let's say 10,000 people in the room, and over 1,000 people 90 minutes later throw their credit cards virtually at you, and you have made over $3 million in 90 minutes. And then you do it again the next month and make another 3 million. And then you keep doing it every month. Can you imagine being on that path? And this is not like an over promise, don't deliver thing. This is literally a scientific method. Okay. And that's why I love this group. So I want to tell you this. I like to keep these groups small, but there's not enough people in the room right now. Okay. I want you to go into your networks and pull in people. Pull in, like, Gene, your salespeople should be in this call. Okay. And Brendan, whoever you got, friends, relatives, people you want to do strategic partners with, you need to ask them to come to this accountability group. And I'm flexible if we want to move it to like an evening time frame for everybody who's working during the day, because I'm thinking that that's probably the biggest trip up, is that people are not 100% in business like we are. Like, that's probably why we're the only ones in the room right now, because we're running our businesses. Everybody else is probably double dipping and just sticking their toe in the water about entrepreneurship and still working at a job. Let me stop right now. Do you guys think that would be wise, is to move this to an evening time frame?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because that's where we were before. And then on the last meeting, everyone said like the morning would be better. So that's funny. So
So it
I'm
goes.
thinking we go back to the evenings. What do you think, Brendan?
What time? What it depends on the evening and the day. 'Cause my evenings get real tough. What time and when?
You tell
Would it be?
me. You tell me.
I get to, for me, Wednesday nights are the best, but organizations that I'm in and things that I do, I coach on Friday evenings, Saturday evenings, and a lot of, but during the week I'm pretty open on Wednesdays. Usually Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays are spoken for. But just let me know and I can make the time. That's what I need to know.
I love it. Okay, so I'm good with Wednesdays. What about you, Gene?
I'm good with Wednesdays.
Okay, what time on Wednesday, Brendan?
Sorry, I went back on mute. Anytime after 7 is fine with me. Or anytime, yeah, pretty much anytime after. Well, for me, I'm Eastern, so whatever time works for you after
Okay.
6 p.m. your time.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I think we got to go with like 6 p.m. or 6:30 because Anthony, who's not on the call, he's in Canada and he gets like super tired when it gets too late. So on his behalf, I think the earlier we do it, the better. So what do you guys think? Like 6 or 6:30? Does it matter?
Mm, no, it doesn't matter.
You
I
say
want to
6, you're talking about Central Time, right? Central Time?
Central Time, Central.
Yeah, that's fine. 6 is fine. I mean, listen, Wednesdays, that's for me, that's 7 o'clock. That's perfect. That's not a problem at all.
All right, well then I'm gonna do 6:30 then because I think there's gonna be some people that might be getting off work at 6, so they might need a half hour to chill or and get, you know, situated. So you guys good with that? Let's do 6:30 Central.
Yes, I'm good with that.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do 6:30 Central going forward. Let me check my schedule here real quick. All right, what questions you guys have while I'm checking my schedule?
Well, the only thing I'd ask you if you invite every week, because I will, because if it's not on my schedule, I'm telling you the way my mind works and how much stuff I got to do. If it's not on my schedule, it doesn't happen. So just please send me a Zoom link, and I'll obviously hit yes, and then it's on my calendar.
Awesome. So what I can do is I'll create a new Zoom invite that has your emails, and then that should drop it into your calendars.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Just use my B Jax one because that's the calendar I use the most. B Jax 1976. If you need me to send it, I'll text it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
send it to you.
go ahead and text it to me. I got a lot on my brain right now. Okay, so let's see. So Wednesday the first. Oh man, it's Coach K. Coach K has Wednesday wisdom. Dang it.
Completely forgot. Yes, that is true. She has Wednesday with them.
Yeah, you got to move it.
I
So
forgot.
what?
That's why I actually cleared my Wednesday. That's actually why I cleared
Yeah.
my Wednesday. All right.
So
You
and
tell me.
she's
You give
got
me a
Tuesday. Tuesdays are the academy with her, so that doesn't work either.
yeah. Yeah, I mean Thursday. I mean, I'm good with either. I'm good either way. I mean, it's fine. Just let me know. Just give me a day, and I'll try to make. If I can, I can. I'll let you know, and I'll catch a replay. But I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, Thursday is good. Brendan, I'll be flying out to Tampa on Thursday.
That's right. I'm going. I'm coming out. What's Thursday? Is the second? You going on the second?
I'm going on the second, but it's okay if you're not there. I know we can
Yeah, I'll be
talk
there on
about it. We can talk about it offline.
offline.
But
Yeah, I'll be on the third. So okay, we'll talk. We'll make it happen.
okay, so we're
But
gonna
no, if it's
hold
not
next.
this Thursday, we can start. We can start it next week. That's not a problem at all. If you want to, because I didn't expect you to start it like. Well, I guess what you're saying that is next week, right? We'll figure it out, Alan. We'll figure it out. But yeah, just give a day and just let me know, and I'll figure it out.
Uh, Honestly, the best day is Monday. I like Mondays. Like, can you do Monday nights, guys? Monday nights.
I'm okay with
Okay,
I
cool.
can't. Yeah, I literally can't do Monday nights. That's the problem. Monday nights, I have I'm a treasurer on my NAACP board, so I have to be Monday nights. So we have meetings on Mondays and executive meetings on Mondays. I do like every other Monday will be fine, but I like those Monday nights is my night for NAACP.
I got you. I got you.
But like I always say, hey, one guy doesn't stop the show. Keep going. Hey, listen, I'll kick catch the replay. That's not a
Brendan,
problem.
Brendan, I need you in the room. I need you in the room
Yeah.
with this. Okay. So, hey, are you guys opposed to doing a Sunday night?
Oh, no,
No, I'm not.
no, I'm good on that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I know what your religious belief. I didn't want to impose on your
No,
day,
you're
but
good.
Sunday
You're good.
night's
I
cool.
know that Sunday mornings are no good for church, but Sunday night, let's try Sunday night. Let's try it. Okay.
Sunday night works for
So,
me.
Yeah, it
okay,
works for
cool.
me.
All right. So we're going to do Sunday, March 29th. That's the day before my birthday.
Yeah.
So, whoop, whoop. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's do six. That should be no issue. Most people don't work on Sunday, so let's do 6 p.m. Sunday night Central Time. Is that good?
That's fine.
Hmm.
That's something for me. Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is probably the most important thing we're doing today. Is schedule. Okay. All right. So Russell Brunson accountability. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. I got y'all in. Congratulations. I need an hour. You good with an hour?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 hour training, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central, Sundays, 6 p.m. We're gonna try that. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you guys for that. All right. So I got about 20 more minutes now, and then we'll wrap things up. Come in for a landing. So I think that where we should start is kind of ground level once again because Brendan's jumping into the mix here. And how much experience do you have with Russell Brunson training, Brendan?
I hold on 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I was on mute. I was actually sending my email. I've only gone to a info class. That wasn't much of an info class, just turning a Q&A. I'm like, okay, I really wanted to hear the information. I need Q&A. So I don't know what it is. I don't have much at all.
Okay. And Gene, I think we covered a little bit in the last
Yeah,
meeting, but not much, right?
right. Hmm.
Okay. So we're just going to start from ground zero. That's okay. No worries. And let me give you the skinny on this here. I'm going to pull up the document that's already in the WhatsApp and I'm going to just cover it on my screen here. So I know you're driving, so be safe. You'll get the replay. You can just listen, okay, Brendan? So I want you to be safe, okay?
I don't worry about
Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, so let me share my screen here real quick so Gene can see it. Entire screen, send webinar. Okay, Gene, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Me. That's good enough. Okay. So the goal, it's not the next 3 days for us, but because this was an immersion event where he covered everything in 3 days. Okay. So the goal of us is to do like, I would say more like the next 3 months, basically, because we're only meeting once a week. So it's going to take a while to get through all of this. But I'm going to be dropping some homework into the chat in the WhatsApp. So make sure you're paying attention to the WhatsApp. I'll also throw it into our nobility staff um, Telegram as well, Brendan. So you can get it on either path because I think you like the Telegram better, right? Okay. So either way, you'll get it, Brendan. And so anyway, all that to say, this is what's up here. Oopsies, where did I go? Hold on. Ay caramba, I shouldn't have touched anything. Hold on. Where are you at, Brunson? Come back, my man. Hold on, guys. I know it's sharing on the screen, but it like left me on my screen. Okay, here he is. Okay, it still looks good. Can you see what I'm looking at here? The goal of 3 days. Can you see this?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so this is what's up here. We got to go through all this, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a level 10 offer for you. We're going to teach one-to-many sales presentation, which is not like anything you've ever seen, heard, or experienced. Trust me. We're gonna give you a virtual stage funnel. We're going to also do, our goal is to get you to the 2 comma club, and that is over $1 million in revenue because of this webinar. Two
Okay.
commas, 2 commas actually, obviously means money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is the secret sauce. Hook, story, offer. Hook, story, offer. You're going to hear me say this like 10 billion times because this is literally the framework for how you make millions of dollars in 90 minutes or less. Okay? No, not less. Sorry. It's going to take 90 minutes. It's actually take 90 minutes or more. And one to many selling, this is your script. Okay? Sorry if this is small, but I have the PDF in the chats of Telegram as well as WhatsApp, and you will be able to blow it up and zoom in with that PDF. The perfect webinar. Let me see if I can zoom in. Hold on. I can hardly read. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so this is the perfect webinar. It has 3 sections to it, and it has some key concepts. You have an origin story that talks to you about who you are, why you're on this mission, and how it's a new opportunity for people to get plugged in. You have a big domino, and that's what I already mentioned, which is the big domino is basically the biggest myths, the biggest lies that your customers that are in the Zoom room are thinking. Like, I don't need coaching from Brendan. He's a quack. I don't believe in John Maxwell. He's on crack cocaine. Whatever myths that they have, right? I mean, Gene, for you, would be like, I'm never going to ever understand how to get disabilities approved. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the Zoom room because it ain't worth my time, etc. Okay. So the big domino, we're gonna figure out as a part of this coaching group, what are the main things that are stopping people from buying your product? We're going to tell them secret number 1, secret number 2, and secret number 3 within the big domino. Those are 3 things that are propping up the big domino. So let me put my microphone down. Okay, pretend my microphone is the big domino. There are 3 things that are holding it up. In the perfect webinar, you're going to address those 3 things and topple them down one at a time. By the time the third one's down, plop. There goes the big domino. It'll fall down. This is the thing that nobody teaches. This is why it works so well and predictably works. And this is the thing that we're trying to teach you guys is we're not, you guys have no clue how powerful this is. I mean, this is scientifically proven to work thousands and thousands of times over and over again. Secret number 1 is the map. This is where you will stick out. Brendan did an amazing job yesterday. He kind of did the map and he wasn't even realizing he did this. But basically, what the map is you're right here in the corner in hell. You're
Hmm.
uncomfortable. The reason why you joined the webinar is because you are not comfortable with where you're at. You have a destination, which is way up here. Okay. That's heaven, where you're no longer in the friction and the pain where you are currently. And that's the dream. But there are so many steps in between to get from hell to heaven. What's the beauty of this training is you're going to simplify. You're going to give them 5 to 9 steps, no more than that. And you're only going to cover like 3 of them in the webinar. That's it. So they're going to want more. And that's why they're going to buy your offer. Because your offer is going to give them the rest of the steps. You're not solving everything for them. All you're doing is serving them in 90 minutes. And you're going to serve them so well that they're going to throw their credit cards at you because they want more of what you're going to give them. You're going to over deliver. So the difference between this training and other trainings is that people don't do a good job painting the right path. They overcomplicate it and they give too many steps. This secret map number one is going to give them like 3 or 5 steps. And they're going to look at it and be like, I can do that. And that's a key thing. When they're in your webinar, they're going to leave. They're every second you're talking, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so simple. Why have I not thought about that? And here's the key thing. They're going to take ownership and they're going to say, I can do that. That's when they're going to pay you money because they're going to go from, because they don't know how to do it right now. That's why they're in the webinar. But as soon as you can get them to say, I can do that, money, money, money. Secret number two are their internal beliefs. These are the lies that they're telling themselves that are preventing them from buying your product. You'll address them up front, you'll destroy them, and then you'll rebuild them with the truth of how your product or service solves their problem. Secret number three is their external beliefs. Those are everything else stopping them from doing. Brendan, you were talking about this last night. Those are everything else stopping them externally, and that's it. It's that simple. You're going to break down and rebuild their belief system. So let me ask you a question. Okay. And this will make sense later. I'm not even going to go into this for the sake of time. This right here. Okay. All right. Moving right along here. The perfect webinar consists of this framework. There's 5 things to it. There's the origin map. There's secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3, and then there's this offer stack at the end. Okay. So this is all broken down by minutes. So what we're looking at right here, let me push you guys over here, is we're going into the origin story. Okay. And so you have each one of these times, each one of these 4 parts here, steps 1, 2, 3, 4, they all have a hook and a story to them. They all have a headline. They all have a sound bite. I can't wait to teach you the BITS framework bits. Oh my goodness, you're gonna love it. Eileen Wilder is a genius. I can't wait to teach you that. All right, so that's all for that. Question number 1. What is the epiphany bridge that you will be telling about how you discovered your map or framework? So basically, you are in a path right now where you're going through all the hell. You went through it recently. You spending all the money. You're spending all the time. Okay? So you have a leg up. You're 5 steps ahead of whoever's in your webinar because you've already spent. Like for me, my epiphany bridge is I spent decades. I spent like, I will just say for numbers to make it specific, I spent 15 years doing 5 different types of businesses, spending over $250,000 total, trying to come to the path that I'm on right now. You can go ahead and go on your own path and do the same, or you could listen to me and save time and condense it. Okay? It creates instantaneous authority. And those are real numbers, by the way. I've actually done that. Okay, so there's that. All right. Not your origin story, the story of how you discovered the map. In my last iteration of my business alone, I spent over $55,000 in about 6 months, hiring 6 different virtual assistants from all over the world. I learned a whole lot about what not to do when hiring virtual assistants. You want to go ahead and waste your money too, or you listen to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. This is what Russell actually drew when he was live. And so he's showing the map, he's showing the map from hell over here to heaven over here, and the result and the framework. And he's talking about how you can, a lot of people, they start step 1 and they get success. Step 2, they get success, and then they get pulled over here by an external. And then they stop the process. So that's why and then they get pulled over here to this external. And they stop the process. That's why you address all that and you kill that within the framework. This is the Epiphany Bridge, Charismified by McCall Jones. She's my freaking hero. I love McCall Jones. She's like the one, probably the best speaker on stage that I've ever seen in my entire life. She's my absolute hero because she has the same type of personality that I do. That's why I love her. She's amazing. She's like bubbly and zany, and she's like literally like, she's even more zany than that. She's like, let's go. She's doing all this. Are you ready to listen to me? She's like she's like more, even more energy than I am. Can you believe that? I'm like, this lady is amazing. So she actually teaches charisma. She teaches how to develop charisma via an irresistible personality is what she teaches. And it's brilliant teaching. And I would love to go over that with you guys too in this group. But anyway, this is the Epiphany Bridge. You have a dinosaur that's chasing you. Ah! You have the Epiphany Bridge, and then you're getting to um, the heaven. So this is basically hell, and this is heaven, and it's just this is her version of it. And this is a whole different teaching just on this. We'll go over it, but not right now. And so, anyway. Now, what we're covering next is the false belief patterns. They're literally chained to their false belief. They've had some experiences, like this guy's got like a black eye because he's been beat up by life. And then they're going and they're listening to stories and they're looking for a new epiphany bridge to be like, oh, wait a minute, there's a different way for this. Okay. And that's what this slide is saying. So, no, false beliefs. What false beliefs do you need to break during the story? So each story you come up with is going to be addressing a false belief of your customer, not you, of your customer. They don't believe they can do X thing. What did they do that failed? So they didn't believe that they could get promoted at work. What did they do that failed? They didn't believe they could get disability pay. So what did they do wrong? What failed? How did I find the path to success? How did Brendan find the path to be promoted? How did Gene find the path to get disability? Okay. So this is the Epiphany Bridge cheat sheet. And this is like a 2 week thing. I'm just gonna just cover it from a 10,000 square foot, and from an airplane view. So you have a backstory, desires. There's a wall, literally with internal and external desires. There's a wall that's preventing your journey from happening. There's a new opportunity that's being presented to you in the webinar. There's an epiphany that's been had. There's actually a plan to execute it. And then you're in the middle of conflict. Are you going to do the achievement? Or are you going to do transformation? What's happening next? So that's all like another day. And this is super blurry. Sorry you can't read this. We'll just skip over it. Zooming in again on that. So what is your internal why? This is why I do like the 5 why exercise. Ask yourself why 5 times, and you're going to get to the root of who your real perfect customer is. What is the wall that has stopped you from the path to success? How to hook them to make them stop their scroll. The headline is the hook, like about the potato gun. So if you're not familiar with Russell Brunson, his first business ever, he was literally selling how to create a gun that was made out of a potato. I know, it's ridiculous, right? So anyway, there's that. So what he did was he finds a hook. Okay, it shoots potatoes. Okay, my wife is good. It's not an actual gun. It's a potato gun, like it's a gun that shoots potatoes. Okay, thank you, honey. Hooks change, but the story, the 3 secret. I'm going to read my own writing here. 3 secrets, the same, and then offer to stay the same each time. Okay, I don't even remember what I was talking about there. I have to look at my notes on that. But anyway, here's his hook. Here's my weird niche funnel that currently is making me $17,947 per day, and how to ethically knock it off in less than 10 minutes. What? Like, I want a funnel that's going to make me 17 grand per day, and you're going to give it to me in 10 minutes? I can create it? That's crazy, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is called, yeah, this is called a big promise, obviously. So, Gene, I'm going to
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm just thinking out loud here, but I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and in this webinar, I'm pretending to be you. In this webinar, you're going to see an exact path in 1 hour or less that's going to get you down the path to make over $250,000 in back pay that you deserve. And I'm going to help you do that in 1 hour or less. They're going to be like, what? Are you crazy? That's a big promise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brendan, you're going to be like, in this webinar, in 90 minutes, let me put the measuring rod out there. This is the ruler to see whether or not I'm doing a good job on my webinar or not. Okay, everybody? That's an important lesson right there. I'll explain it in the next week. But basically, it's like, if I'm successful in this webinar, I'm going to teach you how to get a $500,000 raise in your business or in your job that you're working at, and I'm going to teach you in 90 minutes or less how to get that raise for your job. Like, what? I'm going to get a raise for $500,000. What is this guy talking about? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. He's frozen. I don't know if he's even here. He's frozen. Anyway, let's see. Moving right along. This is a little bit big. Let me shrink it. Okay, that's better. Okay, let me let him back in here. I think we lost him. Okay, you back? Okay, cool. There you are.
Switch to I just got in the house. So I switched to my laptop.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I like that background. It's pretty smooth.
Oh,
Whoever made that for
yeah.
you. Genius.
I know this guy.
Anyway. Gene, I gotta make you a Zoom background, brother. I like
Yeah, yeah,
I like the bridge there, but you need to be like promoting yourself in your background. You see what I
right.
did for Brendan? Look at that. That's beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
that's nice.
Smooth. I really love it. People were talking about that. Actually, they DM me today about it. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to help. All right, what you missed, Brendan, was in what we want to do, and I got like 5 more minutes, and I got to bring this in for landing here.
Mhm.
What we're gonna do is you're gonna do what's called a big promise, which is this. My weird niche funnel that currently makes me $17,947 a day, and how you can ethically knock it off and copy it in less than 10 minutes.
Hmm.
That's crazy, right? In 10 minutes, I can have a funnel that will make me 17 grand a day. Wow. Okay. What he did there is a big promise with a big number in it, and he tied it to a very short time frame. Huge. This is a big deal. Okay. So for you, Brendan, it'd be like, I'm going to teach you in 20 minutes. Let me do it. Let me follow it to a T. I'm going to teach you in this webinar how to get a $500,000 raise in your company you work for. And I'm going to give you the path on how to do it in just 20 minutes.
Hmm.
You think you're going to get some eyes on that, some intention you have in there? Is that a pretty good hook?
Yeah, it's a great hook. 500,000 20 minutes. Why not? Let's go for it.
Exactly. And that's what you want to be like, what? This is crazy. Okay. So there you go. We're going to work on that for what your actual offer, your actual hook
Mhm.
is. So we'll work on that. Okay. So there we go. So these are just examples of some other hooks that he's done over time. Okay. I don't know why it's so blurry, but whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was my screen. Okay, I'm glad you said it because I thought it was my screen. I was like, man.
It's blurry for some reason. I don't know. Okay. So again, these are just more examples. Okay. So here we go. Step one, hook or headline to hear the story. So you got to say a crazy hook, big promise, deliverable in a certain time frame, and then it ties it into the story. You go right into the story. Then you'll have a point, and then you repeat that 3 times. Okay, we're like 80% of the webinar done at this point. Okay, so good for a quick hook offer. Okay, good for a quick hook story offer. So it's hook story offer, hook story offer. Okay, that's what you got to remember. Hook story offer. That's the path that we're going on. So if you're doing a short demo on Facebook Live, or if your goal of the story is to know the big domino that is stopping them from buying. Okay, so we've already talked about that. So the goal is to knock down the big domino. That's the goal of the webinar. I'm going to just say one thing real quick on this for 30 seconds. You're selling one to many, you're not selling one to one. If I was selling directly to Gene like I did, then I have the opportunity to ask him questions and he responds back with objections. And same thing for you, Brendan. When I sold you, it was like I met with you one to one. You can give me feedback, right? You can't do that in a webinar. It's not going to work. It's going to blow up. And so when you're doing one to many, you have to address the big domino and kill all of those objections without ever giving them the opportunity to raise their hand. Okay? Just
Okay.
putting it a different way. Okay? And this is why this works so well. If the domino doesn't fall, they maintain their core beliefs and you won't sell anything. Your webinar is going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to actually ask them what their false beliefs are in the first few webinars. And this is why I said the chat is so important, because when they're asking a question in the chat, that's their false belief. That's why you have to pay close attention to and study those chats after the webinar is over, because you didn't address something well enough, and that needs to be put into your next webinar. So that way that question that was asked in the chat is never asked again. Okay. People blame something else externally. ClickFunnels is good, that I don't have the traffic. So you knock down the vehicle, the internal and external blocks that are stopping them from buying, and then time breakdown. Okay, whatever. Here's the time breakdown of the perfect webinar. Your origin story should be 15 minutes or less. Nobody cares about you, honestly. This is just to establish authority. But there's a certain way you do the origin story so that they will care. And I don't have time to get into that right now. That's 15 minutes. And then secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3. I believe those are all 15 minutes each. And then you are going, okay, question number 3. What false belief would someone have about the map or framework and that I just told them about? Like, and then what story do I have to trump their false belief? So we'll go into that later. Question number 4. What hook would get people to want to hear the story? So we're into 30 minutes into this webinar now. We're talking about secret number 1. Is that the end of my notes? Okay, I think that's the end of my notes. So basically, so secret number 1 is the next 15 minutes, and then secret number 2 is 15 minutes as well. Secret number 3 is 15 minutes, so you're at the hour mark. You've presented, there's a framework. This is perfect to bring in for landing. So you've got the first part, you got, I hate this how it's backwards on Zoom. All right, so you got the first part of your webinar here, which is the intro. Then you have the body, which is everything I just covered here. And then you have everything here for the offer stack. That's it. It's 3 parts to the perfect webinar. But each part has a lot of moving segments to it. But just to keep it, because when I first started learning about this, I was like, this is overwhelming. It's so crazy, like complicated. Like I don't even know if I can do this, whatever. But if you just think about it in that way, there's an intro, there's the information in the middle, and then there's the offer stack at the end. That's it. And then you need to realize that every second, every word is choreographed. So it's not easy. You don't wing it. And that's the whole perfect webinar. Okay. We haven't even talked about the offer stack yet because there's a way to do it right. There's a way to do it wrong. And so we'll be covering that in future sessions. But I have about 2 minutes now. Any questions?
No, that's pretty clear, Al.
Okay, awesome. Are you all excited?
Oh yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
makes sense. And I see this whole thing in other webinars. I see it in Coach K's. I see it in everybody's webinar. This whole type of framework that you have, I see it in everyone's webinar now. Now that I know what they're doing, I understand what they're doing.
I love what you said there, Gene, because it's the truth. Because once it's exposed, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Hmm.
So now you're going to be going to church and you're going to be like, are they following the perfect webinar? Every time
Hmm.
you see someone speaking on YouTube, are they following the perfect webinar? Oh, it was terrible. And
Hmm.
you'll check out. You'll check out. You will. You'll be like,
Hmm.
I don't have interest in that. They're not following the perfect webinar. You know, it's funny how it works. It's cool.
Hmm.
So I want to challenge you. That's a good homework assignment. I want you to go find people who you really like, you know, Gary
Hmm.
Vee or um, Russell Brunson,
Hmm.
or Eileen Wilder.
Hmm.
Go watch any of their longer YouTube form, like 30 minutes or longer, when they're actually on a stage talking, presenting, and listen for each of the elements that I just paved the path for right
Hmm.
here. And you'll start to see, oh, that's the three stories.
Hmm.
You'll start to see, oh, that's the Epiphany Bridge. Oh,
Right.
no, that's their origin story. Okay. Oh, here's the offer stack. You'll start to see it all. They're like,
Hmm.
oh my God, you'll be like, everybody's doing this. I just didn't realize it.
The
Like you were
funny
just saying.
thing is, I really want to dive into this thing. I really do. Can you do with this? I know that there were some things you said we don't have time to do it today. Can you make specific training sessions for the things we didn't have to dive into today so we can go deeper? Because there were some things I really wanted to touch on, and I was like, okay, we need to get into more in the hook and all that stuff. I know I did some of it last night, and I didn't know I was doing it, which is awesome. But I want to make sure that we all have a perfect understanding. Even though I get the gist of it, I want to see if we can dive in deeper so we can see what it looks like.
That is exactly what the purpose of this group is. I'm going to be
Hmm.
tearing apart every element of the perfect webinar, and
Hmm.
I'll take your guys' webinar and I'll tear them apart.
Good,
Okay.
excellent. Please do.
Hmm.
'Cause I know with me, I gave way too much information yesterday, but that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, especially because I want to make the purpose of my webinar yesterday was to clip it up so I can put things out. You know what I mean? So put things out, and I have a lot of content to put out for the next month.
I would give you a 70% on that. Now, you did
Mhm.
really well, not even knowing the perfect webinar. You did actually did really well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take it. Hey, listen, this is my first one. I'll take it all the time.
Hmm.
All right, guys. Any last thoughts here? I got like 30 seconds.
Nope, and I gotta go.
No.
I gotta run now because I just got the "Where are you?" text.
I
So
got
I'll
you.
see y'all. All right, no problem. I'll
All
see
right.
y'all
See
later.
you guys.
All right,
Thank
See
guys.
you
you.
later.
See you later. No
Hey,
problem.
hang on for 1 second, Gene. See you,
Okay.
Brandon.
Later.
All right, Gene.
Yep.
I need to meet with you and my
Sure.
wife as well. So what's your availability?
I'm free. I'm free. Well, you tell me.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Um, I don't think my wife is ready, so let me see what time works for her. Can we meet today? Is that cool?
Yeah, of course.
We've got a little bit work left to do on. Okay, let me stop the recording here. Hold on. Stop.